Hi, it's Sasha here from Marent Crafts, and today in this tutorial we are going to be looking at Bosal duet fuse on a roll. Now this is the roll of duet fuse. We also have it on a bolt, but we also have it in this very handy pre-cut size, which is great for your jelly rolls. So this is 2.5 inches wide by 25 yards. So you're not having to worry about having to join all those scraps. All the cutting has been done for you by Bosal, which makes life so much easier. This is a 100% polyester and it's a double-sided fusible. So this is great for making things like the Camden bag. Many of you will have already heard of the Camden bag, but they also do storage pots as well. Now what gives the rigidity to the Camden bag is the fact that it's got duet fuse in the centre. So what happens when you apply heat to the duet fuse, not only does the fabric fuse itself to the duet fuse, but it becomes a more rigid product. So it then means that you can make these great structured bags and not have to worry about your bags falling in or caving in and being quite floppy. So I'm going to show you how we fuse duet fuse. So you could take a whole length of jelly roll strip to make something like the bag, or just a little bit of a jelly roll strip to make a storage pot. But either way, completely up to you. Cut your fabric strip down. You are going to then place your duet fuse on the wrong side of your jelly roll strip. The next thing we're going to do is the pressing technique. Now this is really important not to use steam with. And also I recommend when you're at home that you use some sort of greaseproof paper over the top of your fabric, just so you don't get any glue on your iron. And then sweep across as we've done before with the other fusing products. The next stage is, because obviously it's double-sided fusible, we are going to fold the outside edges into the centre. Now this can be a little bit fiddly and it can be quite hot as well. So if you have got silicone finger guards or anything like that, I do recommend you using them. So you're going to fold those edges to the centre and press and hold. And you're going to go right the way down your strip of jelly roll and duet fuse, doing this technique. So once you get to the end and have finished folding and fusing those centre pieces, you are then going to fold your strip in half to make sure all those edges are tucked inside, and then you're going to top stitch right the way down through. As you can see on here, we've got the top stitch lines going down all the way through the bag and the zigzag, which is joining your strips, but it just gives you added strength. So I'm going to be using my walking foot on the machine because you are going through quite a few layers, and I'm just going to line that up on the edge of the walking foot. I've taken my stitch up to about 3, and then I'm just going to sew all the way through those layers. And as you can see how easily this sews. We're going to continue on down through, and you're going to do this for all of your strips. Now if you're doing the Camden bag, you may need 18 strips. If you're doing the storage pot, you may need 9 half strips. So when this is complete, you have got your top stitching, you have got your outside raw edges all tucked in and secured, and you've got a lovely folded edge. So this means you don't have to worry about doing any binding. So as you can see on here, there is no extra binding to go around the top because your item is already got wadding, quilted, and it's already bound. The next part that you're going to do is you're going to face your noodles together. So we're going to have the flat edge and the folded edge, and you're going to butt them up to one another, and then you're going to use a zigzag stitch on your machine. Now a zigzag stitch is different for everybody. have a practice first and find which is best for you. But for example, on this one, I used a 5.7 and a 2.2 size zigzag stitch. And this will secure all of your noodles together to make the technique that's on the Camden bag. I want to say thank you for joining us today on the tutorial on the Duet Fuse wadding roll.